Ever wake up in a cold sweat, staring at your ceiling, and just think, is this it? Is this all there is to the financial struggle? Am I destined to just scrape by? Yeah, me too. We've all been there. You see the headlines. You see the yachts that cost $500 million. You see private jets that cost $70 million. And you think, what do they know that I don't? Because let's be real, it's not about having a secret handshake with the Illuminati. It's not about finding a magic lamp. It's about something far more accessible, yet incredibly elusive for most. Today, we're cracking open the minds of the ultra-rich, the ones who don't just make money, they think money. And by the end of this 8-minute journey, you're going to see how dramatically different their operating system is compared to, well, pretty much everyone else. And trust me, it's not what you think. So, what's the conventional wisdom we've been fed? Go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, save 10% of your paycheck, maybe buy a house if you're lucky, and retire at 65. Sound familiar? It's the financial equivalent of being told to colour inside the lines. And look, there's nothing inherently wrong with stability. But when was the last time stable made someone a billionaire? Was it when they diligently balanced their checkbook, or when they took a leap that scared the living daylights out of them? Here's the brutal truth. Most of us are stuck in what I call the scarcity sandbox. We play it safe. We see risks as threats. We focus on avoiding losses rather than maximizing gains. We think about earning money hour by hour, paycheck to paycheck. And why? Because fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of losing what little we have. It's a powerful, insidious emotion that keeps us small, keeps us sensible, and keeps us, well, not billionaires. Did you know that 80% of millionaires are self-made, yet less than 1% of the global population is a millionaire? The fear is real, but the opportunity is bigger. When was the last time you truly challenged a limiting belief about money? Or did you just accept it as the way things are? Billionaires? They don't play in the scarcity sandbox. They build sandcastles on entirely different beaches. And they're not afraid of a little high tide. All right, so if they're not playing by our rules, what are their rules? This is where it gets exciting, because it's less about what they do and more about how they think. Rule number 1 of the Billionaire Brain. Think exponential, not linear. We think, if I work 40 hours, I get X amount. Billionaires think, how can I create something that generates income while I sleep, while I'm on vacation, while I'm watching cat videos? They're not trading time for money. They're trading ideas and solutions for money. They're building systems. They're creating leverage. Think about it. Mark Zuckerberg didn't get rich by charging an hourly rate for Facebook. He built a system that scaled globally to over 3 billion users. That's the power of exponential thinking. Rule number 2. Problems are opportunities, not roadblocks. Most of us see a problem and sigh. Billionaires see a problem and salivate, because every widespread problem is a massive market waiting for a solution. Think about the early days of ride-sharing. People needed convenient, affordable transport. Boom! Uber. Now a $120 billion company. People needed quick, easy access to information. Boom! Google, now worth over $2 trillion. They don't just solve problems, they solve big problems for lots of people. What's a problem you complain about regularly? That's your potential gold mine, my friend. What problem could you solve for 1 million people? Even if you charged just $1, that's $1 million. And finally, rule number 3. Obsessive long-term vision with short-term agility. They're not just thinking about next month's bills. They're thinking about what the world will look like in 5, 10, 20 years. They're asking, what's the future trending towards, and how can I be there first? It's like they're building a massive skyscraper. They have the blueprint for the top floor, perhaps aiming for a $10 billion valuation. But they're incredibly flexible on how they pour the concrete for the ground floor. They iterate, they pivot, they learn from failures, and they keep pushing towards that grand vision. This isn't about being reckless. It's about being visionary, strategic, and having an unwavering belief in their ability to make their vision a reality, even when everyone else is calling them crazy. Because trust me, they've all been called crazy, from Elon Musk to Jeff Bezos. So how do we start thinking like them? You don't need a trust fund or a genius IQ. You need a mindset shift. First, reframe risk. Stop seeing risk as a potential disaster and start seeing it as an essential component of growth. Every successful person has taken calculated risks. Did you know that 7 out of 10 startups fail? Billionaires know this, but they focus on the 3 out of 10 that succeed, and they learn from every failure along the way. What's the smallest calculated risk you can take today towards a financial goal? Maybe it's investing $100 in a new skill, or reaching out to one new person who inspires you. Second, become a problem spotter, then a problem solver. Start actively looking for inefficiencies, frustrations, or unmet needs in your daily life, in your community, in the world. Then brainstorm even the craziest ideas for solving them. No idea is too silly at this stage. Think about how many problems exist for 8 billion people on this planet. That's 8 billion opportunities. Third, and this is crucial, cultivate an abundance mindset. Stop thinking about what you don't have and start focusing on what you can create. Money isn't a finite pie. It's a constantly expanding universe of opportunities. The more value you create, the more abundance flows back to you. The global economy is a 100 trillion behemoth, not a tiny pond. And finally, start small, but think big. You don't need to launch the next Amazon tomorrow, but you can start a side hustle that makes an extra $500 a month. Learn a new high-income skill that could boost your salary by $10,000 a year, or invest in something small that has exponential potential. The key is to start, iterate, and never stop learning. Imagine what you could build in 5 years if you just started with 1 hour of focused effort today. Remember, your current financial reality is a result of your current financial thinking. If you want a different reality, you need a different way of thinking. The average billionaire has 7 income streams. How many do you have? Let's start building more. The world of billionaires isn't some mystical, unreachable realm. It's a testament to a different way of seeing, a different way of thinking, and a different way of acting. The power to unlock your own financial potential isn't out there. It's right here between your ears. So what are you waiting for? Start shifting that mindset today. Your future self will thank you for taking action now. If this video sparked a fire in your belly, if it made you rethink what's possible, then you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more insights to level up your financial game. We're on this journey together, and I can't wait to see what billion-dollar idea you come up with next.